Alright, timestamp August 25th, 2026. Ow, that is my foot. Right around 11 p.m. I just got stomped on by Acorn. I'm wearing my Crocs. Alright, guys, going outside. One last time before bed. Come on. Thank you, Tanner. Sammy, fall in. Sammy. Tanner. Thank you. Kids. Fairly uneventful day. Working around the house, moving eBay around. Sorting. Just made some Harry and David. Milk chocolate peanut butter. Had some white chocolate pumpkin spice earlier. Found a bag of that kind of in the back. Honestly, I don't even remember trying it before. It was open, but I could tell it had maybe had one pot or two pots made out of it, you know. Not going to ask what that skirmish in the garage is going there. Not going to ask. But I made a pot of that earlier. Yeah. Okay. You're both pretty. Oi. Hex, quit picking on Janus. It's not just me watching, it's the whole internet. Yeah. Boop. I swear they're best friends. You know it is. Yeah, ignore the mess. I know it's pretty ugly out there. Part of what we're working on. Okay, both my big dogs are here. Enter Scrappy. Enter Sammy. I'm assuming Tannhauser's rolling around eating some dirt. Okay, you guys want cookies. You cannot wrestle in front of me. Kids. X, thank you. And Janus is here. Everybody wants their cookie too. I get it. Oh, I know. You guys got it really rough, let me tell you. Gently. Thank you. Mr. Mutton Chops. There you go. Assuming you two are loitering around because you want cookies. One for you, Queenie. There you go, baby. Right over here. Right over here. Right over here. There you go. Janus might be a little slow at times. You can lead a cat to treats. Something like that. Yeah, mostly working around here, making some piles go down. Trying to reclaim the dining room. I know it's in here somewhere. Made some pretty decent progress. Dishes cooked. Made some salmon fillets with some broccoli, spinach for my girl and me. Satisfying. And not crazy price. Kind of trying to keep it lean right now. Just because trying to keep it lean right now. You know, that's one thing. Because I know the unescapable thing on the internet some people saying that the economy's doing great and other people saying that it sucks, and I understand both sides of it, because here's the thing: I can't pull any money from my parents' stock portfolio, but as my dad's guardian, I basically have a window so I can look at it, and if you are a stockholder, a shareholder, and my parents don't have like millions of dollars in the stock market, don't kid yourself. But I know that there are people that do. I have seen an increase in my parents' stock portfolio over the past year, mostly because of Big Orange Guy's manipulations, because that's what he does. He doesn't care about what a loaf of bread costs or a gallon of gas costs. He cares about major investments. So the 10% of the population that is saying that the economy is doing fine, if you've made an extra $300,000 in the stock market over the past year, you may not care so much about paying an extra dollar a gallon for gas, because oh no, eggs cost 10 cents more than they used to. I just made $60,000 on this one stock. You know what I mean? So from their point of view, which, mind you, is different than you and me, the economy's doing fine. What are you talking about? Oh no, the sky is falling. Yeah, I get it. It's the Thurston Howells of the world. If you're real young, you may need to Google that. Thurston Howell III. Google. It's fine. Gen X coming at you. But yeah, no, I get why they could say that the economy's doing fine, because from their point of view, yeah, there's inflation, but yeah, they're fine. They're okay. The rest of us are, myself included, checking the couch cushions and whatnot. There's an extra $5 in here somewhere, right? Ooh, a quarter, But don't worry, that upper 10% is doing just fine. And you can too, and it's your own fault for not buying stocks, instead of bread, eggs, and milk, and baby formula. You could have bought stock. You didn't. It's your own fault. So they either are insensitive, not paying attention to everybody else, apathetic, but generally they're probably just not the people that you or I would want to hang out with. And I say that because if you've gotten this far in my video and haven't gone, no, this guy's a dick, you're one of my kind, which is to say a street rat. Maybe not a street rat, but you get the idea. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff. Yeah. And yes, when my mom's already gone, when my dad does finally pass, I will have that stuff at my disposal. But I'm pretty thrifty and kind of careful, with what I do. And I actually, do my own shopping, my own cooking, and all that. So I am in tune with what things cost, what they should cost, what they should never cost. I don't think I'll ever become that. And if I do, please shoot me. In between whatnot, working on my kitchen for my lounge, marble's still looking good. I was able to pretty much repair the sink. I sound like a plumber. I was able to fix a sink. Whew, that leak was terrible. But yeah, where I accidentally scraped up the silver and exposed the white primer beneath. I wanted to cry. Because it looked so good, and then suddenly, whoop, I pulled off some of the liner. See, what happened was people got in here with box cutters, and they cut a big old... No, it was apparently me doing a poor installation on this. I'm guessing that I just didn't quite allow for the silver to dry long enough before I tried to put the top coat on, and the top coat just stripped the paint right off. I was like, no! Had a couple of big old white patches inside the sink. I was like, oh my god. So I most likely, I mean, physics, there's really no way around it. I most likely painted silver paint on top of top coat, and then did some top coat on top of the silver paint, which was on top of the top coat, which was on top of the primer. Yeah, I think that made sense, actually. And there was a little bit in what I think is supposed to be a dish drying rack. There were a couple little spots like that there too, but I worked that out. Again, pretty much doing top coat, silver, top coat on top of that, and then not touching it for like 10 hours. Because, really? But working on the various sides of it, it's going to be more color on it than just the silver there, but just working on the various panels, even though realistically what's going to be visible is maybe a little bit of this side, and then obviously the front and the top. The rest of it won't really even be visible because of the placement in the set, but I want to go ahead and do the whole thing just because, why not? In case I break the lounge down at some point, I've got a complete piece that I don't have to go, oh, there's like 6 different types of silver. I need to try and color match it because now, this side's going to be visible. Or it's going to be like a freestanding island and the back's going to be visible too. Oh, crap. Which at that point I'd have to do something with this stuff too, but, we'll talk about that later. But she's coming along. Coming along. One thing I did discover, which makes me sad, but I'll live, because I wasn't really planning on doing anything. Maybe with the oven. But anytime I open those don't open, which is surprising to me, because usually the LOLs, like everything moves or does something. But this does flip down, this flips down, and these open like regular cabinets. That was almost pornographic. Problem is, though, it actually scratches up the paint on the hinge area because it rubs. So I just need to remember, don't open the actual doors that open, Marcus. Which is a little bit of a bummer, because then I could make it a lot more interactive, but I think there's a Tannhauser. There is a doggy in the window. Acorn. Acorn, bud, I need to get through. Move. Yep, move your furry butt. Acorn, move. Sammy, move so Acorn can move. Oh, good Lord. The drama. Also, you could come in late. See what you did? Do you even care? Do you care? Not really? I don't think you cared. Did you at least eat some good mud? Yeah? Okay. Heart! Doing my Charlton Heston impression. Mr. Mutton Chop, you already had yours, sir. Sam, go. There you go, guy. If you steal, it's on film. Mm-hmm. You got them both? Okay, good job. That would be an area that your nose doesn't need to be near. Yeah. How about you let me walk? How about we try that? Thank you so much. See, and that's the thing. We've got piles and stacks and whatnot. Trying not to live the way my parents were living because that was the norm around then as well. But in trying to go through everything and work a slide puzzle, we're kind of putting ourselves in the same exact problem. Which, with critters, they've got to be able to lay down somewhere, and I get that. But Sammy, Lord Samuel Muttonchopped here, is incredibly good at laying down in what is usually referred to as the choke points. So those three-way intersections, that's where his big fluffy butt's going to be. Like right now, he is right under my stool. This is the problem I run into. Pardon my white legs. So if I want to get out of my stool, because I have not mastered the art of phasing, even though I'm a big Kitty Pryde fan, nope. I gotta kick him, nudge him, do something to basically get him to, not be right there. A little annoying. I've already got the placard holder, easel, whatever you want to call it, in the set. This is now dry, which is a little box container. This was kind of a pastel pink, if you remember. And that's just going to go in one of the sideways bookcases. Could actually do that now just to get it off my desk here. Whoa! Could also try and drop my phone. Hey Sam, I'm going to step around you now. Please don't move, please don't move, please don't move. Okay. So yeah, Cha-Cha over here, apparently trying to answer the phone for some reason. That's just going to go right in there. Be a little bin behind the bar. No change. Man, Lauren can sing all day, can he? I mean, I respect that. At a certain point, though, man, my voice needs a rest. I remember doing 2 shows a day with Rocky every now and then. There were like I want to say 2 days that we did two shows of Rocky with like a 4-6 hour break in between. By the end of the second show, I was feeling it. I was a little rough. I mean, I didn't sound like Michael Bolton or anything like that, but I could feel it. I could feel that. Marcus, what you doing? You're going to do a lot of hot tea with honey after this, right? Please promise me, blue skies, I'm hearing it, feeling it in my throat. Blue skies through the rain, in my eyes. I can like hear it in my throat and feel it in my throat. Like there's a little bit of scratchy going on there. It's a good thing I'm about to get shot and killed. Context, right? Damn it, magenta. It's good. Health check. Speaking of, I feel pretty good. My throat started to get scratchy about an hour or two ago, which is interesting. Because like throughout the day, it was actually pretty okay. Suddenly scratchy came on. But it was after a day's activities, so that is curious to me. Am I about to be invaded? Not necessarily. Okay. heard a door, and I wasn't sure if it was maybe Pix coming out or Tiny. Oh. Alex does not have a doorknob on his door, not because we don't trust him with a doorknob, but because, honestly, I've got a replacement set for the house. I just haven't put them on yet. And I kind of don't want to put that one on yet because that's going to be a brand new set that I can put on for, like, the selling of the house. I need to find just a basic doorknob to put on that thing. But yeah, no, that's one. He is currently camped out because we're glamping. Neat word, right? I like it. It's like bougie. Some of these new words are great. I love them. But Alex is glamping in what was my dad's office. And that room was being broken into by the burglar a lot. And the burglar was ransacking the place. Don't ask me. Well, actually, you can ask me if you want. I'm still not sure that I understand it. Because the place really did look like Quantico ransacked. Like somebody's looking for, cocaine or something in that room. Which, there's no cocaine, just to be clear. Which makes me wonder, my dad, dementia, false memories, lack of memories, all that kind of stuff. What possesses someone to do that to their own digs? You know what I mean? Because I definitely think there was like a fugue state kind of thing going on. But none of his stuff got destroyed, but it was very obviously like tossed over. Which, it's your own place. What was going on up here that made you do that? And then forget later, although Pix got blamed for it quite a few times. Which to me is kind of hilarious because we weren't here. This is after we had been accused of being thieves and had a door slammed in our face and all that. And several times over the next year, I got calls from my mom because Kelly had broken in and ransacked Dad's office. And it's like, lady, we just got off work at the Dollar Tree. I guarantee we were not just at your place. And on one occasion, I even let her talk to Barbara, the store manager, because we'd worked with her all night, like stocking from like 11 p.m. to like 7 a.m. She called me like right at 7:15. We were checking out. We had our popcorn, our cookies and stuff like that. We're in the checkout line. Mom calls me and I still answer, because I'm concerned because I can see that my dad's brain is broken and my mom's in horrible health. So I saw their number pop up and I'm like, is everything okay? She's like, where are you right now? I'm like, do you need us to come over? We just got off work. She's like, you just got off work, huh? So where are you right now? I'm like, we're checking out. We got our snacks, our popcorn, our cookies. We're at Dollar Tree, where we just worked. She's like, how do I know that? I'm like, you know what? Here's Barbara, the store manager. Yeah. She was so cool, so easy to work with, and I love her to pieces. And I kind of did the whole, it's my mom. She wants to know where we've been. Would you? She's like, give me the phone. It's like, yes, ma'am, can I help you? She's like, hello, Barbara. I'm hearing Barbara's responses, and she's like, Mark and Kelly are here. They were working with me all night. We were stocking in foods, and we did some housewares, and we did some hardware and toys. What's this about exactly? They clocked in at 11 o'clock p.m. last night, essentially. You're not sure where I've been, you can talk to my parole officer. You know what I mean? It's like, no. Pix didn't ransack Dad's office. The only person that might have ransacked Dad's office is Dad. The only thing worse than dealing with a relative with dementia is dealing with a relative with dementia whose spouse is convinced that they're telling the truth. That's what's made the past 2-3 years infuriating. You know, just to set the record straight. But yeah, I'm sure that Barbara and my mom had a wonderful discussion. I could hear Barbara's side of it, like I said, and it was just like, hands phone back to me. I'm like, you satisfied? You want to hear the beeps of the register? What's my total? $32.96. Okay. I'm going to be using card. So what else did you want to talk about, Mom? Did you know that Dad has dementia? Oh, he doesn't have dementia. He's fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So who broke in, Mom? Can't figure it out? Yeah. Did you know Dad has dementia? Had this conversation quite a few times. That's not funny. I know. The fact that you're covering for him or don't realize it's even less funny. But here we are. Chuckle fest. So yeah, trying to not live the way that they were living. Not necessarily succeeding, with the exception that I'm not going to Home Depot once a month to buy $1,000 in locks and new doors. Yeah, the doorknob that was on Alex's office, my dad put realized I rabbit trailed right around that. My dad put a key lock, a normal, like a front doorknob on it, with a key. That way he could lock it to keep the burglar out. You know, had to open it with a key. No one gets in there but me. And then the burglar stole his key. That was the running story. So my dad beat the lock off of the door with a hammer. Yeah, you heard that right. So yeah, that door doesn't have a lock on it. Doesn't have a doorknob on it. And it has some interesting scratches into the wood from my dad doing a Jack Nicholson impression, basically. He probably would have used the torch on it, but it's an interior door, so I guess he had the good sense to not do that. He only did that for exterior doors, when the burglar either changed the lock so that Dad wouldn't have a key, or stole my dad's key so he couldn't get into his own room or what have you. Conversationally, my wife and I have had quite a few, like, here's Johnny memes regarding my dad. Yeah. And I'm not talking about the Tonight Show. Yeah. Good times. Good times. See, I'm in good spirits about it, because I can kind of see the funny in it, just because, I mean, as a comedian, somebody who's done a lot of improv, this has given me an interesting window into mental illness, and just, if I did not have my sense of humor, I would probably be in a padded room about now, by necessity. Hey, I could share a room with my dad. Some kind of weird odd couple. See if Neil Simon wants to put pen to paper for that one. It's not really Oscar and Felix. It's kind of a little bit more surreal, you know. Yeah. And yes, I'm aware that my brain is a scary place to be already. I know that. I know. It's okay. I know that. I know. But tomorrow is Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. It's 11:20 something p.m. I'm going to be doing a lot of eBay listings. Wednesday's a good day to do 10-day listings, 10-day auctions. And I've been isolating things today, basically looking them up and going, basically, you know, the whole, well, maybe you don't know, but one of the things we do around here is when we're looking to sell something, ours, theirs, dropped in by aliens, or the burglar perhaps dropped it by, is we kind of look it up online and go, Do these sell on eBay? Is there a market for it? Right? If so, what do they normally go for? Okay, it's a $10 item. Or, nope, there's 500 of these on eBay currently. People are asking as little as $5 and not getting it. No one cares. Okay, fantastic. So we'll put it out at the garage sale for $2. See if we get lucky. It's very flowchart. So I've been adding to the garage sale pile and adding to the eBay pile throughout the day as I'm going through stuff in the garage, dining room. This is the excitement of my day, which is why this is such a blessing. Just being able to like turn it off for a moment and go, okay, we're just painting. We're making it silver. We're going to color some things on top of it, but we're going to do a base color of silver. Replicates a stainless steel kitchen set. I can do this at the restaurant, so stainless steel, very common. Let's do that, yeah. Uh-oh, I screwed up the sink. Damn it, man. Okay. That's how I roll. Yeah. But that's gonna be my life for the next year. No way around that, because boy, do we have a lot to dig through. Probably do some Facebook Marketplace for like some furniture here and there, because my parents had 1.5 times the amount of furniture in each room that a room requires. I mean, there were bookcases in front of bookcases, dressers in front of dressers, dressers on top of other dressers that aren't necessarily supposed to be stacked. A whole lot of that. The chest freezer was in front of a couple of bookcases. You know. Normal stuff if you've got more furniture for a house than it's typically going to be designed to hold. You've got a room within a room, and we're not talking about Gallifreyan technology here. No, really. So, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. But yeah, health check. Again with the scratchy in the throat, otherwise I feel pretty good. Actually, I feel really good. Starting to get a little droopy, but I've been up all day. My schedule's still becoming, I don't want to say normal. I mean, I don't get up at like 6 a.m. Pix is getting up at like 6, 7 a.m. Going to bed at 10 p.m. It's obscene. It's like really normal person, like, stop that. Stop that. You're upsetting the children, okay? Just stop it. But like today I got up at about 9:30, something like that. Got myself some coffee. Alex had made a pot of the banana split coffee. You know that old jingle, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup? Yeah, this was not the best part of waking up. Waking up and there's like half a pot. I'm like, oh man, this coffee, cool. Cool, coffee. Exactly, Zai. I'm like, alright, cool, coffee. Poured a cup, took a sip, and I'm like, this is a motherfucking banana split coffee. Okay. And now I am sad. So I drank that down. And didn't enjoy it. I don't like enjoying, I don't like drinking coffee that I don't enjoy anymore. Just won't do it. But I suffered through it. I didn't want to waste it. I was the only person up, and I'm like, I'll drink it. I'm just going to put a lot of creamer in it, because, I don't care for it, by the way, in case you weren't sure. In case I was like leaving it kind of mysterious. How does he feel about this coffee? Huh? Yeah, really. Yeah. So after that, after that I made a pot of the caramel pecan. Because I had a feeling Tiny might be getting up. And Tiny really liked the caramel pecan, so I'm like, number one, it'll cleanse my palate from what that was. And number two, it'll be a coffee that, offspring number 3 likes. So that way they don't have to endure the banana split. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, chill out for a few minutes. Then I'm going to get a shower because I've been in the garage today, which by definition, even with that giant monster of a fan going on, makes me stinky man. Just hot and sticky out there. 90 something degrees in the garage. So grab a shower and then whoomp. I didn't get any major tasks done today, but I picked away at a lot of little things. Made a lot of little knocks in projects. So still one brick, keep moving, right? Yeah. All right. So hug your parents, hug your kids, enjoy good coffee, create, do whatever it is that makes you happy, even if it's just for a moment. Turn plastic into marble. And make it a great day.